before this video starts, if you have seen the movie Chappie, continue to watch. If you have not seen the movie Chappie, don't watch this because I'm finna spoil it. So, don't come on that, oh, you spoiled it, because I'm telling you ahead of time, alright? So, enjoy. Hello there, H+III+T, it's about that dang on time, y'all. If I look a little bit more irritated than usual, it's because it's that time. Welcome to another edition of Lap or Trap. Lap means good, trap means bad. Today, I'm going to be reviewing dang on Chappie. Now, this isn't so much of a review as it is a rant. And I'm going to try not to get too angry because I got to film Survey Sunday, so I want to be able to talk in this one. You guys, Chappie's that robot movie that just dropped on Friday. A lot of my subscribers are younger, so you haven't heard of this movie. This is Short Circuit. There was also a second Short Circuit. The plot of that movie was there was a robot that was for the military, aka a cop, and it was meant to protect and serve. Something went wrong and it malfunctioned, and then it was a real human being. Let me tell you the plot of Chappie. There are robots owned by the government, aka law enforcement, and something goes wrong in the programming to make it alive. Does that sound familiar to the plot of the last movie I just said in the least bit? Let's keep going. This movie, Chappie, was made by the same people that made District 9. And for you guys who might remember that, that was the movie that, you know, was set in South Africa. Let me tell you about Chappie. This movie, the setting is South Africa. Notice anything similar about those two movies? But it gets better. It gets better. In the movie District 9, made by the exact same people, the main character is Indian. Here comes the real kicker. Guess what race the main character is in Chappie? Indian! Now y'all, we're gonna put that aside. We're gonna put that aside. Chappie on its own. We're talking about art for the sake of art here. Chappie on its own is a creative and whimsical, happy little movie. I wouldn't suggest seeing it if you're under the age of 18, but it's a good movie. It's creative. Honestly, I haven't seen a movie take these kind of risks in a very long time. But y'all, that's the movie on its own. This movie has more holes in it than SpongeBob freaking SquarePants. There's so many things that don't make sense in this movie. We could be here for hours. But through the movie, I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt of, you know what, you can pick apart anything. The situation with the Carter 5 doesn't make sense. But you can pick apart anything. Just sit down and watch the movie. I'm really trying to just watch it and enjoy the movie. But there is one plot hole that is so stupid and so obvious that I don't understand how the writers could not see this. And I'm not insulting the actors. Before I go in here, I'm not insulting the actors. Hugh Jackman, everybody, you did a great job. Even Sir Johnny Weaver, you did a great job. Great actors. I'm talking about the writing here. There was one specific plot hole that I could not possibly let go. And for people who love this movie, I want you to comment and explain to me, because maybe I'm just insane. The reason why, and yes, I'm jumping to the answer, here comes the spoilers. The reason why this whole thing is going on, why Chappie had to break his promise and start hurting people, the whole reason why they had to transfer your consciousness to another robot was because the body of Chappie was running low on battery. He was on 10%. He was on his iPhone 4S, and he was on 10%. They established this, right? So what did they do? They put his consciousness in another robot. But the reason why Chappie had low energy life was because he was a test. Now, if I remember correctly, Chappie is Scout 22. He was already a cop. Why was there a already functioning cop with a battery life issue? And you're telling me the rest of the robots don't have this issue? Why was it just Chappie? Chappie wasn't made as a test robot. And don't try to say, oh, he built another Chappie, because Scout 22 didn't have consciousness. They made the consciousness. So when Hugh Jackman was tracking Chappie, he was tracking Scout 22. So if you're going to say that he made another robot and that's Chappie, then why was he tracing Scout 22? Why did he register as Scout 22? That doesn't make sense. Why was one of all of the robots that was already an active police officer have a battery life, but everyone else didn't? That is the plot hole of all plot holes. For people who haven't seen this movie, you're looking at me like I'm freaking crazy, but if you've seen this movie, please leave a comment and tell me. That makes no sense whatsoever. By all means, if you like seeing stuff that... Look, if you're the type of person who can look at 2001 Odyssey and say, well, this is a piece of work, then by all means, check the movie out. I'm a little bit of a robot connoisseur. My favorite movie of all time is Artificial Intelligence. But you know what? This is too far. There are so many plot holes in this movie, it makes me sick. I'm going to end this video because I've gone on too long. But y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Explain this part of the movie for me, please. If you've seen this movie, explain it to me, please. And do it nicely, okay? Do it nicely, but... oh my gosh, this movie. Oh my gosh, this movie.